When a king passed away, it was believed that 7 virgins must be buried alongside him to ensure a prosperous afterlife. Once upon a time, in the heart of an African village, there existed a long-standing tradition that cast a shadow of fear upon its people. When a king passed away, it was believed that 7 virgins must be buried alongside him to ensure a prosperous afterlife. The village elders, rooted in tradition, held firm to this practice for generations. As the news of the old king's death spread, anxiety gripped the village. Families trembled as they thought of losing their daughters to this ancient custom. They do not know which family the chief priest would say the god have chosen. Some families do give their daughters out for marriage once there is a rumor about a king's death. The air was thick with whispers and the mood somber as preparations for the burial began. It was their tradition that a new king be installed before the burial of the old king to ensure that the burial rites are determined by a king. Amidst this atmosphere of dread, a young and compassionate prince ascended to the throne, fueled by empathy and a desire for change. He decided to confront the ominous tradition that plagued his people. The new king, named Awore, sought to bring an end to the unsettling practice of sacrificing virgins. However, as Awore gathered the courage to voice his opposition, he faced fierce resistance from the village elders who clung tightly to the old ways. They urged that disrupting the tradition would anger the ancestors, bringing misfortune upon the entire community. Most of those who opposed the change did not have daughters, and those who had were not virgins, while some have given all their daughters out for marriage. So it was mainly for greed and envy. On the third, King Awore sought counsel from the village wise woman, Sisi. She too had witnessed the suffering caused by the tradition and supported the young king's decision to abolish it. Together, they embarked on a journey to change the minds of the elders. They believed that the community would have been better off if the virgins that were sacrificed were given the opportunity to live, marry, and have their own families. King Awore held a gathering where he eloquently explained the need for change, emphasizing the fear and sorrow the tradition brought upon the village, the amazing souls that were not given opportunity to experience. He urged the elders to embrace a new era of prosperity without sacrificing the life of innocent young women. Despite his heartfelt plea, a few elders resisted, urging that the tradition had protected the village for centuries. The tension in the air was palpable, and it seemed as though the village stood at the crossroad of tradition and progress. In a moment of brilliance, Sisi proposed a compromise, a symbolic ceremony that honored the ancestors without sacrificing human lives. This compromise resonated with the elders, as it retained a semblance of tradition while sparing the virgins from a tragic fate. Reluctantly, the elders agreed to the compromise, and the village embraced a new beginning. The fear lifted, replaced by hope, and the villagers rejoiced in the newfound unity between tradition and progress. And so, the tale of King Awore became a legend in the village, a story of courage, compassion, and the triumph of humanity over age-old fears. Thank you for viewing our videos. Please subscribe, like, and comment. Thank you very much.